Are you confused by estate taxes? The process of paperwork can be very confusing, and America's standing for the simplification of the estate tax founder, Jack Fitzgerald, is the chairman of Fitzgerald Autoballs, and he is here to talk about this organization, which he is the founder of. Welcome, and tell us about this organization. This is all about simplifying the estate tax. Is that correct?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's simplifying the collection of it. We know it has to be paid. The question is, can it be less painful than it is?
And this is an important cause to you because as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, you care about how businesses are being tasked with paying off
Well,
the
sure.
estate tax.
It's about jobs.
Okay.
I have over 1,200 of them in my company, and I don't want to see any of them go away simply because I die. So the object is to preserve those jobs in all of the private businesses. If GM had to pay 35 to 55% of itself to the government every 10 or 12 years or so, everyone would scream and holler and say that's confiscation.
So you have some great ideas of how this can be simplified. Tell us very briefly about maybe one or two of those tips of how the government can simplify this tax.
Well, first of all, they can focus on the people that are most likely to owe an estate tax when they die. People making over $1 million a year. A lot of talk about that these days, but we've been talking about it for a long time. And let them pay a little bit in advance. And then when they are dead and their estate is probated, their assets will be given to various heirs, and when they're sold, there'll be a capital gains on those assets. So the assets will more than cover the estate tax, the capital gains from that.
It's taking the pressure of how you're going to pay for these things and taking the pressure off of your business associates and your family in that sad time.
It won't be a catastrophic event. Nobody has to lose their job. No business has to close. No farm has to be auctioned off. All the bad things about the estate tax disappear, but the government gets the same revenue. No loss in revenue to the government. They get the same revenue.
You figured it all out. You have these great ideas. What are you doing to actually get the attention of the government?
Well, we're knocking on doors. We've been in and out of over 100 offices in Washington, mostly on the Hill, and we've had a good reception. Nobody's thrown me out.
Well, that's good. They know who you are.
Well, no, they like the idea. They're intrigued by the concept, which is to pay the government its tax, same cash flow, but eliminate all the bad problems that the estate tax causes.
So they're letting you into the offices, they're hearing what you have to say, but you really want to affect some change. What can folks out there who are watching this do to join in on your cause?
Well, they can go to simplifyestate-tax.org. Simplifyestate-tax.org.
And they can find out more information there and join the fight.
All about it, everything there, more than probably what they want to know about the estate tax. But it tells them how they can do something about it. And even though they may not feel they owe an estate tax themselves, they may work for a privately held company. All privately held companies are at risk for an estate tax.
And you have some partners. It's not just you out there going out. You have 800 members of your organization. You have some great partnering organizations as well.
We do. We do. We have farmers, we have business people, and we have some legislatures that are trying to help us too.
Do you want to name some of those folks?
Well, my congressman, Chris Van Hollen, is a great champion of our cause. He's my congressman, so that's the only one I'm going to talk about. But we have people on both sides of the aisle that are very interested in this. We need more mass, which is why I'm here to see you.
Excellent. Well, we will try and make sure that we get your voice out there, and wanted to also talk about your supporters, the National Black Chamber of Commerce and the agricultural groups that are out there, because this is an issue that crosses anybody who works for or owns a business.
Privately held businesses. Privately held businesses are at risk. 29,000 of them this year. Think about that, 29. This is from a study by Professor of Duquesne University, Anthony Davies of Duquesne University.
And the Cato Institute also has done a lot of studies. So
everybody's done studies.
And people can find out more on your website. Tell us the name of the website again.
Simplifyestate-tax.org.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for being here, and we will check out your website. More Let's Talk Live is coming up. Stick right here.